So I want to start. I read that the film is being described not as body horror, but beauty horror. And I think that's such an interesting way to do it. And so I was curious if you guys could each talk about how you took the concept of beauty horror and put it into your respective roles on the film.
Yeah, you start,
I start.
then I can think
Yeah,
now.
it was no, yeah, Emilie, our director, she made this really, really wonderful. She was very well prepared, and she made this wonderful vision board of all kinds of things.
Mm.
And one of the things that I really loved was the a little bit over the top silky fabrics together with mold. And so it was very clear that we wanted to do something that was both realistic and then again a little bit over the top. And sometimes we do a lot like with the bows and the hair. I do the hair stuff as well, the things that are in the hair that always make it a little bit off color, but all the time having really rich silk and flowery, and so that you have something to fall from. Because it's like if you see a little super girly, like almost pageant dress, and then it's dirty, it's absolutely something different from when you see a pair of trousers that are dirty. And
Mhm.
I kind of really love this thing together. So for me, the thing was to make it look as rich and silky and pretty and made up as possible so that Thomas could ruin it all.
Yeah, but I mean the term with beauty horror, she mentioned it quite early,
Mm.
and
Mhm.
I mean, reading the script and hearing Emilie's vision, it was pretty obvious what it was. And I have daughters myself, so I mean, the whole message of the film links pretty much with what I think about, raising girls in this crazy world right now. So I'm really glad that she actually used the beauty horror term instead of body horror. It made some decisions and some, my visions easier to get kind of, yeah, to get into it.
Yeah. And Catherine, I want to talk about the ringlets of Elvira's hair because they're so distinct and they immediately make you think of the Cinderella Disney version. And so
Yeah,
I'm curious.
it's total accident. It's like I didn't watch the Disney cartoon. We're European, so we're kind of brought
Yeah.
up with both the Disney and the old with the and I remember from when I was a child, there was very specific cover etchings in the books,
Mm.
and and it was like halfway through the movie, I saw a picture of the ugly stepsisters from the Disney. And I said, oh my God, they have they have the same ringlets. No, because it was actually together with Emilia that we wanted it to look like worms.
Mm.
And then the ringlets actually became a really good play on the movie because they're really good at expressing emotion when she gets happy about going to the ball and she gets excited
Mm.
and yeah. And then it's also the tightness of it is also very
Yeah.
much when you're a kid and your mom decides how you should look. And like, I remember myself, like I had this ponytails, pigtails, and I remember how painful it was having them made. So that's also a little hello to being just before you get to decide yourself.
Yeah. And Thomas, are you responsible for the tapeworm? Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's me
Okay.
also. Yeah.
My roommate, we watched it together last night, and she very funny to me called it Chekhov's tapeworm because the whole time you're just waiting for that tapeworm to like come back. So I'm curious, a lot of what you do between the eyelash scene and the tapeworm, it's this very up close look at prosthetics. So I'm curious how you find that and how difficult that is to make it look still real on this more close up version.
Yeah, I mean, first the film was being presented to me, or the DP presented his vision of the film to be kind of like medium shots for a lot of the
Mhm.
stuff, and but it ended up like being very, very, very close shots for a lot of the things. And the makeup effects are one thing to film like that because
Mhm.
we have a lot of blood and stuff, and stuff is going on. But the whole look of Elvira, that's so heavily relying on prosthetics
Mhm.
as well, because yeah, she's wearing cheeks and she has a nose and she has her
Mhm.
double chin and neck piece, and filming that up close was, I mean, that was a tough one. So 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 everything was turned out a little different than what I expected. So yeah, but
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-mm.
And I'm curious, you mentioned the double chin and the neck piece, and a lot of with the hair that come, a lot of the things that we notice as the viewer is some of the more extreme stuff. But I was curious if you guys could both talk about the sort of invisible work that you do that is not like the loud stuff that we all catches our eye, but the invisible work that is maybe not noticed by us that you guys are exceptionally proud of that you've put into this.
That's to me, that's the whole look of Elvira in the first half of the film, where she just seems a little younger, a little
Mhm.
more like childish, a little choppy, a little. It's just that innocent look to her. I mean,
Mhm.
that whole look was so interesting to do, and it was such a complicated makeup to do, and we did it 20 times, I think, maybe a little more. Um, yeah, so she was wearing cheeks that actually went up to the forehead and down here, and then her neck was her own, but this part of the neck and down was actually covering her collarbones. And then we had a small piece for a double chin that was a separate one as well. And then she has arm prosthetics on for the dance scenes and dressing scene because Leah is she's a dancer, so she's very buff and kind of toned. So we had to soften her look a lot. So that's what I'm most proud of in this film because it apparently it's invisible to a lot of viewers,
Yeah.
which is of course
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
but
yeah.
also a little sad. No,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's good. But that's what I would say. And her braces, of course, they're not that invisible, but it's like also a thing.
I'm
So
also I'm very
yeah.
proud of Thomas prosthetics. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't see this little thing. Um, and it's difficult to say you're proud of things not seen because it is quite a lot of work. But in this film, it is very specific that you always have to say, but she's wearing prosthetics. Uh, but with wig work and so you're used to not, but people shouldn't see it. So that's what I'm like going for, except for the scenes where she is actually wearing a wig. So what? Yeah. I think it's more other things that I'm proud of succeeded in this film than subtle things because there'll always be that. But I think Thomas did an amazing job on the prosthetics,
thank you.
and I think things that are is things that we actually managed to get a very specific look for the movie.
Yeah.
That we
Mhm.
actually managed to get a way girls in this universe looks like when they're beautiful that
Mhm.
hasn't really been seen before. I think if I haven't really thought about it before, but I think that would be one of the things I'm most proud of, that we actually managed to create a universe. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like that the makeup and the makeup effects and the prosthetic work and the hair, it to me, I'm thinking that it has kind of ended like one big package,
yeah.
which I'm
Yes.
very proud of. So we don't have anything that kind of sticks out. Oh my God,
No,
here's
no.
the expensive wig, here's the expensive effect. It's like it has this
Yeah.
like one.
And that done with gold and green eyeshadow and false
Mhm.
Yeah,
eyelashes. It's
yeah,
like it's and then you still feel it. It's like, of course, it looks like that. That I should think
yeah.
would be
Yeah.
what I'm most proud of.
Yeah. Well, thank you both so much. Congratulations on the film and congratulations on the Oscars. It's truly incredible.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
for us too.
Thank you.
We
Yeah.
You guys have a
Thank
great rest of your
Thank
day,
you.
okay?
thank
Thank
you.
you.
You too. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.